in the 58 we came to know that adventures and this, of course the question is wrong, but we can understand how the logic works behind this. In fact, the actual word as per the given option will be surprising. So let's understand how it's jumbled. I'll give you a very simple clue of how to tackle this question. You can write the question and answer in this pattern. Okay, adventures and that TRDs into jumbled form. Okay. See, one. You just name the letters as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, I'll tell you how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means this is a 10-lettered word. So now try to analyze which letter is in which position. So T, that is 6. R is the 8th letter. Okay, and D is the 2nd letter. E is the 4th letter. S is the 10th letter. A 1, U 7, we do have 3, 4, and N is 5. Okay, I'll just repeat it. You need to write the word, right? Adventures. Okay. Sorry for 4 and 9. Adventures. Just write down how many letters as 1, 2, 3, 4, and just write the position. So if you observe E and E, we have 4 and 9. So you can ask whether it is 4 or 9. You can try out both the combinations to find out which will be the right answer. Okay, because only just 2 letters you can, so you can try the options. Now in the similarly, if you take the word surprising, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this is also a 10-letter word. So what are the combinations we have? Observe this carefully. 6, 8, 2, 4, 10. 6, 5. Okay. So just fill up the numbers. So 6 is I. Okay. And 8 will be again I. 2 is U. 4 is T. 10 is G. 1 is S. 7 is S again. 3 is R. 9 is N. 5 is R. Okay. So the correct answer will be, in the option they should have given IIUP, GSS, RNR. But we don't have any option related to that. But I just told you how to tackle such type of questions. Okay. Moving on to question number 59. If zebra can be written as 26, 52, 181, how can the word cobra be written? This is a direct conversion of letter to number. Okay. See, ZEBRA. Z is 26, E is 5th letter, B is 2nd, R is 18, and A is 1. So zebra will become, see, just observe the mouse point, Z, ZEBRA. Okay. How can the word cobra be written? Observe this. C is 3, O is 15. Again, B is 2, R is 18, and A is letter 1. So the answer is 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 8. This is a direct answer. Okay. Moving on to question number 60. On an election day, Manoj walked from a place 10 kilometers south to reach the polling station. So this is a directional question. So whenever we do get a directions question, first and foremost thing you need to do is just make a note of the direction. North, south, east, west. What is the answer for 59? The answer is option B. They are just converting the letters into numbers in a direct manner. There is no any other hidden adjustments there. Z is 26, E is 5, B is 2, B is the 2nd letter, R is the 18th letter of the alphabet, A is the 1st letter. That's why zebra will become 2652 181. So similarly, when we take up cobra, C is the 3rd letter, O is 15th, D is the 2nd letter, R is 18, A is 1. That's why we'll get 3152181. That is option B. Okay. So 60th question. Now moving on to the next 60th. This is related to the directions. So whenever we get the directions, we need to mark out this for our ease of understanding. On an election day, Manoj walked from a place 10 kilometers towards south to reach the polling station. So let's assume somewhere at this central point. So he walked, let's take it as 10 kilometers, okay? Towards south they have given, so we have taken that. Okay, and then to reach the polling station. So they have clearly given this is the polling station area, okay? Then turn left up to 2 kilometers. That means he turned left. See, he is in this direction. Now if he turns left means he should go in this direction. He walked 2 kilometers. Okay, 2 kilometers. Again, what they have given? Took a right turn. So, he was in this direction. He took a right turn. Means again he should go towards south. South, he took a left turn. So his facing will be towards east, and then he took a right turn. Means he should go towards south. Took a right turn and took another 4 kilometers walk. Means he walked for 4 kilometers. Okay. Then again he turned right and walked for 12 kilometers. So he was in this direction. Now he is turning right. That means he should go in this direction. Observe the mouse point. He should go in this direction. He walked for 12 kilometers. So 2 and 10 became
appearing
10 12 kilometers. I'll say why I marked this point. 12 kilometers. And then took a 14 kilometer walk by turning to north. So they have clearly given he is in this direction. He turned north. That means in the upwards direction. He has walked for 14 kilometers. Okay. Okay. So now observe this. This is entirely 12 kilometers and this is 14 kilometers. That means if you observe 4 kilometers and then remaining is 10 kilometers. So that means they are parallel lines to each other. Okay. Then and there he could see the polling station at 12 kilometer distance after taking a right turn. That means now he ends his journey at this point. From this he turns towards right. Okay, he just turns towards right. And when he turns towards right, this is the polling station, right? He can see the polling station at a distance of 12 kilometers, 12, right? 12 kilometers they have given. Again, when you observe this, see, that's why I marked this point here. 12 kilometers means this is in the direction of, or okay, what's the question? In which direction is the polling station situated for him? Somebody's putting in the chat box. South. Yeah, that's what. South. South is the answer. I'm sorry to that. See. Now he's in that he is facing towards this direction, and when he can see this direction here, so that is actually we should say that is southeast. But anyhow, as he's turning in this direction, and if you can see it here, we can clearly observe from the given option it is the south. Okay, it is in the south. So the answer for question number 60 is option C, south. Okay, moving on to 61 and 62. See, question number 61, they have given a statement and two conclusions. We need to identify which conclusions are according or follow the statements. What is the statement? Government has spoiled many top-ranking financial institutions by appointing bureaucrats as directors. So they have given the appointment of bureaucrats has led to destruction or spoiling of top-ranking financial institutions. Conclusion. What we can understand, the first thing is government should appoint director of the financial institute taking into consideration of the expertise. Bureaucrats are those persons who are the state officials, okay, like state officials are appointed by the government. Okay. So they have not, what is the thing? Government should appoint directors of the financial institution taking into consideration of expertise. So because they are considering the financial institution, the director post for the financial institution, it is compulsory for that person to have an adequate and thorough knowledge in the area of finance. So conclusion 1 will be following the statement. That is, it agrees with the statement. Conclusion 2 is director of the financial institute should have expertise commensurate with the financial work carried out by the institute. Again, this is similar to conclusion 1, that is, he should know the working knowledge of the financial institute. That means both conclusion 1 and 2 will be following the statement. So the correct answer for question number 61 is option D, both 1 and 2 follow. Okay. Moving on to 62. Women's organization in India have welcomed the amendment of the Industrial Employment Rules 1946 to club sexual harassment at the workplace. So here they're telling that some women organization, they have accepted, they are welcomed the decision of clubbing sexual harassment rules and provisions with the workplace. So let us see the conclusion. Sexual harassment of women at workplace is more prevalent in India as compared. They are not mentioning any place, and it doesn't that, like, if you read the statement, it's not telling that India has more sexual harassment, that's why a rule is needed. It's not telling anything like that. They are just telling like women have got better protection, that's why they have welcomed the decision. So conclusion 1 does not agree with the statement. Okay, then conclusion 2, many organizations in India will stop recruiting women to avoid such problem. This is also not corresponding, because when we accept a rule, that doesn't mean that organizations should stop recruiting women for the job. Okay, so even conclusion number 2 is not following the statement. So the correct answer is neither 1 nor 2 follow. That is, both of them does not follow the statement. Question number 63. In a class of 60 students, the number of boys and girls participating in the annual sports is the ratio 3:1. So let us write down these details. Okay, what they have given in a class of 60 students. So the total number we have is 60 students. Out of them, boys, the ratio of boys and girls participating in the sports is 3:2. So boy so the number of students who are participating in sports, clearly. Okay. The number of girls not participating in the sports is more than the number of boys. Okay, this 3:2 is related to the students who are participating, and they have clearly mentioned the number of girls who are not participating is more than the number of boys who are not participating. So if you take out the remaining students, girls is more than the number of boys. Fine. So if the number of boys participating in the sports is 15, okay, observe this, they have given the number of boys participating is 15. That means this is ratio 3:2. So they are clearly given number of boys is equal to 15. Okay, number of boys is equal to 15. So we can easily identify the number of girls is 10. Okay, we can easily identify number of girls is 10. Okay, so we can understand from this, see, number of students not participating. So what is this number? Total strength is 50. Out of them, 15 boys and 10 girls are participating. So the remaining is 60 minus 25, that is 35 students. Okay, and this 35 can have both girls and boys. So moving on to our second clue in this, the number of girls not participating is more than number of boys. So okay, what is the final question we need to answer? Then how many girls are there in the class? Okay, fine. See, we understood that the total number of students not participating is 35, and in this 35, among this 35, the number of girls is more than the number of boys. Okay, this is the clue they have given. See, observe carefully. This 35, I mean the condition fulfilling this can be anything. There can be 34 girls and 1 boy. There can be 33 girls not participating, I'm telling, and 2 boys. So if you carry on like this, okay, if you carry on like this, the final number you'll be getting is 18 more than 17. So till this we can arrive. That means there can be chances of 18 girls not participating and 17 boys not participating. Even in this case, the number of girls is more than the number of boys. So because we don't have any clarity, there are insufficient data. So the correct answer is option D, data inadequate. Okay. In fact, they should have given any one clue about the number of boys or girls not participating. Then we can have easily identify that. But because the question is very much vague and they have multiple options, we cannot decide how many girls are there in the class. Okay. See, for example, if I take this option, 34 and 1, I will get 34 plus 10, 44 girls, okay, and 16 boys. If I take this, then 33 plus 10, 43 girls and 17 boys. So the number of girls vary because the question is not clear. Hence, the correct answer is data inadequate. The correct answer for question number 663. Okay, moving on to 64. A is 2 years older than B, who is twice as old as C. If the total of ages of A, B, C is 17, then how old is B? Okay, easy.